Hello everyone, I'm Akshay and welcome back to the United Talk. Now, this is something very, very huge. I mean, what a week for Manchester United. We're going to talk about lots and lots of stuff, all the transfer rumors, and we're going to start with the biggest thing, Victor Gyökeres to Man United. Now, this is something very interesting. Ben Jacobs, this has been confirmed by Ben Jacobs and Fabrizio Romano that Victor Gyökeres is very keen to sign for Man United despite not having Champions League football. The only issue is that this has been reported. Man United need to complete the financial package of the player. That's around 70 millions. That's around 62 million euros and 70 million pounds. So I think the bottom line for this particular statement from Ben Jacobs is like Man United just need to do this deal as quickly as possible, because if he's available for 62 million euros, 70 million pounds, Arsenal's gonna be there, maybe Man City or maybe some other club from Spain or maybe from France. Trust me, this is huge, and he loves Amrin. Don't forget, he adores Amrin. He has been his former boss. He loves the style of play he plays. He's actually a proper potential striker who can actually fit in his style of play. So that's gonna be really huge for us. And if Ruben Amrin is sitting on the table and explaining him that we're gonna do the financial side of the deal. Don't worry about it. We're gonna pay the 70 million pounds, and all we need to do is you to put pen to the paper. He's gonna do that. And my God, अगर Victor Gyökeres Manchester United ने Victor Gyökeres sign कर लिया, that's gonna be really huge. People are still divisive over this कि वो भी proven नहीं है Premier League में. We should have gone for Liam Delap or something. Bollocks. If you are actually thinking that Victor Gyökeres is not Premier League proven and still Amarim is spending a huge amount of money, just think about this. He knows Amarim. He knows his style of play. He has scored more than 100 goals in the last 2 seasons of Sporting. Even if he underperforms like the way he's performing at Sporting, just suppose he's not scoring 100 goals. He's not even scoring 50, 60 goals in 1 season. Just imagine if he's scoring 25 to 30 goals and probably has an assist or maybe goal involvement around 10 to 15. That's better than any striker that we have signed in the past decade. If we sign a striker who's actually scoring more than 25 goals or more than 20 goals, that's still the best thing that Man United can actually sign in the transfer market right now. Because remember, don't forget, we are not that big club, Manchester United, that we used to be. Although we are pulling deals like that only because we just signed Cunha, and Buemo rejected Newcastle and other Premier League clubs and is actually desperate to play for us, despite knowing we don't have Champions League football. And now Gyökeres is keen to sign for Manchester United. There was a rumor that earlier in the market that Gyökeres would only play for that particular club who's in the Champions League. And now this has been confirmed by Ben Jacobs. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. He is ready to play for Manchester United to rebuild Man United and play under Amarim, his former boss. All we need to do, this has been outlined. All we need to do is put pen to the paper of that financial package of 70 million pounds. That's it. And I think if Amarim talks to the sporting director or anyone, it's gonna be very easy to convince them to make it in installments. Dude, just do it. Make it a 40 and 30 million deal in 2 installments. I think they'll be okay with it. You're gonna sell Sancho. We're gonna come to Sancho again because we have another rumor about Sancho and West Ham. But right now, let's just stick to another thing. And signing Victor Gyökeres would be a big statement, because no doubt every team knows Manchester United are not very good at scoring. We scored 44 goals. 44 goals last season, in the entire season. So that's very disturbing for a Manchester United fan and a Manchester United striker. I love Rasmus Højlund. I don't want him to leave the club. I want him to stay because I know if he develops, he's just 22 years old. Forget about Mbappe and Haaland. Besides these two players, at 22 years of age, none of the strikers, the world's best strikers, elite strikers, were doing great. Gyökeres at 22 was a loanee. So just think about this. Gyökeres was a loanee. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was a very average player when he was 22 years old. So as of this moment, Rasmus Højlund is still a developmental player, and we love him. I love him. I think it's gonna be great for us. I don't want him to leave. I want him to stay beside Gyökeres, and maybe he would develop into a very potential striker. That if after 3 4 years or maybe 5 years, Gyökeres leaves United, Rasmus Højlund will be ready to step up and grab the plate. That's what I want. And I'm really happy because if Man United can pull off Victor Gyökeres, it's going to be huge for us. Because don't forget, Liam Delap going to Chelsea, Victor Osimhen is probably on the verge of signing with Al Hilal. They are ready to pay around 70 million package of the release clause of Victor Osimhen. So he's probably going to Al Hilal. I don't think so. He's gonna continue with us. And if that is happening, Victor Gyökeres is the perfect signing for us, and I'll be really really happy with it. I'll be desperate to make this deal. The here we go, and let's just stick with this. Let's just stick with this. I don't want to blabber about Victor Gyökeres about every single second of this video. Let's just talk about another very very interesting topic that is really close to my heart, and that is our captain Bruno Fernandes. What a week! In the last 1 week, we have signed Cunha. Victor Gyökeres is almost on the verge of signing with us, and Mbuemo deal. We're gonna talk about that as well. Mbuemo deal is already on the verge that we can possibly do it without the Champions League football. And most important, Bruno Fernandes, the captain of the club, rejected the offer of making him the third best player in Saudi after Benzema and Ronaldo, and he still chose to play for Man United. I'm not saying that he was desperate to play for United or he was loving at United or maybe he just wanted to play in Europe. He himself said this in his interview. I still want to play at the top of the football world. I still want to play in Europe. So maybe if there were other options for him, maybe he could have gone to Barcelona or Madrid or anyone. But because he chose to stay for us, I'm really happy. Because without Bruno, you can't imagine a rebuild. I know everybody wants every single player out of this football club and make it a proper rebuild, but you can't do that in one window. You just can't do that, especially with the Glazers at the helm. You can't do that. If you're actually trying to make a rebuild, you need some of the leaders, some of the good players to stay there, make the team a better team, and eventually when you are settled, you have a proper team, then you can ship them off. You won't get 100 million, no doubt, but it's okay. Winning Premier League or making a proper progress in the Premier League is actually more important for me than 100 million. I know Paul Scholes said this that I would take that in a snap, and I agree to it. I would take that in a snap if I had a proper team. If I had a proper team like Paul Scholes used to had, I would have given Bruno Fernandes to Al Hilal for 100 million. But right now we don't have a proper team. We don't even have any team. Bruno Fernandes is the best player. You don't want to ship him off and make a rebuild when you all have the youngsters or the players who are underperforming. You need someone who can actually make them step up and play for the badge, and who's actually kind of a leader on the field and in the dressing room. And then when you are settled, then you can actually ship him off to some place, maybe not for 100 million, but for at least 40, 50, 60 million. He's still one of the best midfielders in the world. He's still one of the best midfielders in the world, and he's gonna be the next captain for Portugal if Ronaldo leaves the retire. Why are we even talking about Ronaldo retirement? I love Ronaldo. Let me just cut the Ronaldo crap. Let's just talk about Man United, Bruno Fernandes, and moving on to now we're gonna talk about Mbuemo. Brentford are little bit delusional. But ठीक है, उनका player है. They want. It was already obvious that it's not going to be a very easy deal because Man United have actually offered around, I think, I'm not sure. I think 45 million plus 10 million in add-ons. And if Man United if they had offered around 55 million or 60 million, it would have been very easy. But now they have offered 45 million plus 10 million in add-ons, and that has been rejected. Brentford are actually looking at somewhere around 65 million deal. They were actually looking at 70, but I think they will be happy if we put the offer around 55 to 60 million, or maybe 55 million and 10 million in add-ons. All we need to do, and trust me, Mbuemo has confirmed this this is coming from Fabrizio Romano, that he would love to play for Man United. He's keen to play for Man United. He has rejected Chelsea and Newcastle, and if that happens, trust me, we are still one of the biggest clubs in the world, no doubt about it. You may say what you want. You may the kind of shit season Man United had. This is by far still better than most of the Premier League clubs. You may say what you want. We were in the final. In the past 5 years, we have been in 5 finals. No other team can say that. Yes, we are not winning them. Yes, we are shit at playing football, but still somehow we are dragging our team to play in the finals or semi-finals of the different cups. No team can say that. So yes, we are shit. Yes, we are not doing well, and yes, we are in the process of rebuild. And trust me, it's gonna be very good for us, and it's gonna be really huge if Victor Gyökeres signs for Ruben Amorim and Manchester United. This is gonna be deal. Just imagine the front three: Mbuemo, Cunha, and in center Victor Gyökeres. Behind him, Bruno Fernandes. On the left side, on the right side of the pitch, you have Ahmad. Here you have Dogu, De Ligt, Euro, even Harry Maguire, or maybe Kobe Menu beside Bruno Fernandes, or maybe if we sign another midfielder like Ederson from Italy, so that's gonna be another big deal for us. And the one thing we need to do is like just change the goalkeeper. I think there's a little bit of rumor and it's coming from Italy, and I'm not gonna delve much on it because it's not very much credible. But it's coming from Italy, and apparently Man United are actually desperate to sign Milinkovic Savic for in the exchange of Onana. But still, Onana has not made any statements. He doesn't want to leave. He's still very much trying to ruin our club and wants to fight for the badge and everything. Let's just skip about Onana. He's a piece of crap. He's a blind dog. I have said this again before. I'm saying this again. He's a blind dog guarding a bank, and probably the bank is ours. But again, let's move on. Let's move on to another flair player of Man United who's a flop, who's a proper flop at every club since he joined for us. And with a bit of an entitlement and a bit of an attitude. Jadon Sancho, ladies and gentlemen. Jadon Sancho is apparently very keen to leave Man United, which we are too, and he would be willing to join West Ham. There are actually rumors from Football Talk Sport that West Ham and Man United could potentially see a swap deal between Mohamed Kudus and Jadon Sancho. Trust me, as far as I'm concerned, I will do that in a snap. I will literally do that in a snap. Mohamed Kudus, we were pretty much, I think we were linked to him. I think we were when it was in 2022 or 23. We were willing to we were scouting him as well, and it was rumored that we're gonna sign Mohamed Kudus, but he chose to play for West Ham, and I think so. We can do that. I would love to see the back of Jadon Sancho, and if he leaves and go play for West Ham, and Mohamed Kudus can be in our club, I think that's a great. I think that's a great deal. Just think about this. If you're subbing Bruno Fernandes, you have Mohamed Kudus. If you don't want to start Bruno Fernandes, you want him to take a little bit of rest, you have Mohamed Kudus. So that's again a brilliant deal. I think that's gonna be really good for us. And as long as we're talking about the deals, let me just say one more. Most of you would know that Leverkusen have signed Erik Ten Hag as their manager, and there are rumors that Erik Ten Hag may reunite with his players like Anthony and Garnacho, maybe Rashford, but I'm really not sure about the Rashford thing. But Anthony could be possible. Garnacho, I don't think so, because Garnacho is pretty much going to Napoli. It's gonna be a done deal by the end of the month. This is probably, I think so. I'm not gonna say that's gonna happen, but I really think that Garnacho would go to Napoli by the end of the month, and I think all this. And yeah, let me just say this very clearly. All this is happening, and while Man United have promoted Jason Wilcox to the director of football position. He was the technical director, and now he has been promoted before the start of the season. He has been promoted as the director of football. So basically, now he has an upper hand against Ruben Amorim. I don't think so. He's gonna do anything rash or make any stupid decisions. But you never know. He's Jason Wilcox. He was a ex-Man City, so he could do anything. And Omar Barada is still the CEO, so I still believe that there are some things that need to be sorted at Man United. But right now, I'm just happy with this because yeah, this has been an amazing week. We just talked about this. Garnacho to Napoli almost confirmed. Maybe Jadon Sancho and Kudus would be a brilliant swap. Gyökeres is still keen on signing with Man United. All we need to do is give them 62 million euros or the 70 million pounds. And Bruno staying at the club, I love it. All we need is Man United to do that Mbuemo deal, and I think we can pull it off. I really think we can pull it off, but I really think that we need to talk to Mbuemo and make him sure that we're gonna sign you. But first, let us just finish the Gyökeres deal because you need to prioritize Gyökeres deal because if he's available for 65 million, 65 million pounds, and if he's there and Man United is a little bit hesitant or skeptical, or maybe they are a little bit late as Man United have been in most of the earlier previous transactions. If Man United are Arsenal, maybe Chelsea, or maybe any other club from from France or Italy or Spain, anyone can go and do that because Gyökeres at 65 million is a bargain. Trust me when I say this. Victor Gyökeres for 65 million is a bargain, and if we can pull it off, it's gonna be amazing. You can actually convince it's around 62 million euros and 70 million pounds. But if you can convince the sporting director that we're gonna make it in installments, or we're gonna pay you around 45 million this summer and the next 30 million in the next summer, the connection with the Ruben Amorim situation is so good that you can actually convince them. Amorim can convince them. All you need to do is convince them, and all you need to do is agree to the part that we're gonna pay you 70 million in installments for Victor Gyökeres, and it's gonna be a biggest bargain of the summer. Trust me when I'm saying this. Victor Gyökeres to Man United is almost on the verge of happening, and if that happens, and if we can hear the next here we go in 1 week or maybe 10 days, it's gonna be huge for us. Even the following week is huge for me too because I'm gonna change a little bit about the channel. We're gonna make some changes, and let's see whether you people like it or not, and whether you people enjoy it or not. And if you're watching the video, you're actually subscribed to the channel, please share it with other friends of yours. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to it. Let the community grow. Help me in making this community grow, and we're gonna share lots and lots of Manchester United updates. Stay healthy, stay safe, because everything out there is really in ruins. Thank you for joining with us. Thank you for watching the show. Please follow and subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your Mancunian friends. I'm Akshat Sinha, and we're gonna make another one by the end of day. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get some other updated information about Man United. Thank you guys for watching the show. I'm Akshat Sinha. Glory, Man United.